picture this. You're a big name in tech, but you need to expand globally, like really fast, and need a plan like right now.
Sounds familiar.
Well,
Yeah.
that's where Telecom MMS found themselves.
Right, and they brought in, well, you could call him a secret weapon.
Okay.
Consultant Elias Kaloris,
Okay.
the mastermind behind this whole AI masterclass we're diving into today.
Right.
And what's crazy is he analyzed over 600 sources in just 2 days.
2 days.
48 hours.
Wow.
Like reading a novel an hour, but
Uh-huh.
instead of fiction, it was all about data and strategy.
So we're talking competitor breakdowns, deep dives into Telecom MMS's strengths and weaknesses, even marketing campaigns.
Oh yeah, all that.
But here's the thing. Elias didn't just analyze.
No, he didn't.
He created 40 new business models, each with their own unique selling point in just 48 hours.
It's mind-boggling, right?
It is.
And we're not talking about some pie-in-the-sky ideas.
Yeah.
Elias boiled those 40 down to the top 10.
Okay.
And then even further to the single best strategy for telecom MMS.
And that's what we're looking at today.
Exactly.
This deep dive is our backstage pass to that whole process.
It is.
We've got Elias's presentation. And trust me, it's full of insights you can apply to your own business.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So let's paint a picture of Telecom MMS.
Okay.
They've got a solid base over 28 years in the game, over 2,200 employees, and the support of a telecom giant.
True.
But like with any big company, there are challenges.
There are.
Their SWOT analysis shows a big reliance on the German market,
Mm-hmm.
which could limit their global growth.
Yeah, and there's also the potential for those bureaucratic hurdles.
Right.
You know, something you often see with larger companies.
Classic big company problems.
Yeah, exactly.
But we can't forget their strengths.
Oh, absolutely not.
They've got serious expertise in tech,
Yeah.
like AI, the Internet of Things, blockchain.
Right.
This isn't just buzzwords. This is the future of business.
Exactly. And when you look at their competitors, those strengths become even more important.
Yeah.
Elias analyzed 4 consulting giants:
Okay.
Accenture, Capgemini, Adesso, IBM Consulting.
The heavy hitters.
Yes, the heavy hitters that Telecom MMS is going up against.
So is this like a David versus Goliath situation?
You could say that.
What does this mean for Telecom MMS's strategy?
Well, it means they have to be different. They can't just try to be bigger or louder than these giants.
Right.
They need to find their unique advantages to carve out their own space.
Okay.
And their SWOT analysis shows some promising paths.
Like what?
Their European focus,
Okay.
which aligns with the needs and regulations of that region, and their specific tech expertise,
Yeah.
particularly in areas like 5G and blockchain.
So they need to play to their strengths, find where they can offer something truly unique.
Exactly.
And this is where it gets interesting. Elias didn't just analyze the competition.
No, he didn't.
He came up with 40 potential business models for Telecom MMS.
40.
40.
And remember all this in just 48 hours.
Right.
This is where the power of AI really shines.
Okay.
It's not about replacing human creativity, it's about boosting it. Elias used AI to speed up his brainstorming, sifting through tons of data and finding patterns that would have taken forever manually.
So AI was like a super-powered research assistant helping Elias cut through all the noise and focus.
Yeah. Unk that.
But 40 is still a lot to handle.
Oh, it is.
How did he narrow it down?
That's where his expertise comes in.
Okay.
He had a strict set of criteria for evaluating each model
Yeah.
based on its potential, its alignment with Telecom MMS's strengths, and if it was actually doable.
Makes sense.
We don't know all the details of the criteria,
Right.
but we do see some of the top 10 models.
Okay, let's take a look. What were some of the most interesting ones?
All right, let's do it. One that really jumped out at me is the SaaS Plus platform for mid-market champions.
Okay.
It's a really cool idea that focuses on Germany's Mittelstand, you know,
Yeah.
those mid-sized companies that are like the backbone of the economy.
Right. They're often overlooked by those big consulting firms.
Exactly.
I like it.
So instead of chasing the big fish, they're focusing on this niche market.
Okay, so what makes this model so special?
Well, it's more than just software.
Okay.
It's a whole digital transformation package delivered as a service.
Oh, wow.
They bundle software solutions with consulting managed services, even digital marketing support.
Wow.
Everything a mid-sized company needs to thrive in our digital world.
So it's like a one-stop shop for digital transformation.
Exactly.
All wrapped up in a nice monthly subscription.
Mm-hmm.
No huge upfront costs. No need to deal with tons of different vendors.
Right.
Just one partner to guide them through the process.
Yeah, and that's got to be appealing, especially for businesses that might be hesitant to dive headfirst into digital transformation.
Right, they might be a little scared.
Yeah, exactly. It's about making it simple and giving them peace of mind.
Peace of mind, that's good.
And that idea of simplification also shows up in another interesting model,
Okay.
the Zero Trust Cybersecurity Fabric for Europe.
Ooh, cybersecurity is a hot topic these days.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
What's unique about this one?
They're using a key difference. EU data sovereignty.
Right.
They're proposing a compliance-focused zero-trust architecture
Okay.
that specifically addresses those really strict European data regulations.
So it's not just about offering cybersecurity, it's about offering peace of mind,
Yes,
especially for businesses worried about data privacy in the EU.
exactly.
It makes sense given their focus on Europe.
Right,
It's like they're saying, we get your challenges, we speak your language, and we have what you need.
exactly.
Okay, what else?
Now here's one that really pushes the limits.
Okay.
The Magenta Marketplace for blockchain and tokenized assets.
Okay, I'm listening.
Imagine a platform where businesses can find, test, and use enterprise-grade blockchain solutions,
Okay.
all supported by Telekom's infrastructure.
Now, blockchain is one of those things that could change so many industries,
It could.
but it's still a mystery to a lot of businesses.
Yeah, it is.
How does this marketplace idea make it easier to understand?
It's all about making it easier to get started.
Yeah.
They're creating a trusted space where businesses can try out blockchain solutions, connect with developers, and even launch their own tokenized assets.
Wow.
And they're using their own experience with Ethereum validation nodes to provide that super strong base of trust.
So they're not just talking about it, they're actually doing it themselves.
Exactly.
That's a strong message.
It is.
It's like they're saying, we believe in blockchain and we're here to help you use it.
Exactly.
What else did Elias come up with in those 48 hours?
Well, he also explored a model called the Ethical AI and Compliance Consortium.
Ethical AI, that's a big one.
It is. Everyone's talking about it.
Yeah, but what makes this approach different?
It's about going beyond just talking about it and actually creating a system for responsible AI development.
Okay.
They're suggesting a Europe-led group
Okay.
that brings together regulators, academics, and companies to create ethical AI guidelines and standards together.
So it's not just checking boxes, it's about bringing everyone to the table.
Okay.
To make sure ethical considerations are part of AI development from the very beginning.
That's the idea.
That's a powerful message, especially in Europe, where data privacy and ethics are so important.
Yes, it is.
It's like they're saying, we're not just building AI solutions, we're building trust.
Exactly. And it positions Telekom MMS as a thought leader
Right.
and a reliable partner for companies navigating the complicated world of AI.
So these are just a few examples of those 40 business models that Elias came up with.
They are.
He eventually narrowed them down to a top 10
Right?
and then chose the single most promising strategy for Telecom MMS.
Okay, so we've seen the range of his ideas, the amount he came up with in such a short time.
It's incredible.
But ideas are just the start.
Right.
How do you turn those ideas into results?
That's where the marketing comes in.
right, the marketing magic.
Exactly. And Elias didn't stop at business models.
Okay.
He also created 6 detailed marketing campaigns to launch these new solutions.
6 campaigns in 48 hours. This guy's amazing.
He is.
Tell me more. 3 of them were created using AI, using algorithms to analyze trends, find target audiences, and even come up with creative concepts.
So using AI, not just for the strategy, but also for the creative part.
Exactly.
Fascinating. What about the other 3 campaigns?
Those were all Elias.
Oh, wow.
Just him, his pen and paper, and his understanding of how people think and how to persuade them.
So it was a real battle of human versus machine creativity.
It was.
Okay, now I really want to hear about these campaigns. What were some of the highlights?
So we've looked at these amazing business models and gotten a taste of the AI creative process, but let's get to the good stuff. Out of those 6 campaigns, which ones did Elias pick to lead Telecom MMS's global expansion?
Yeah, which ones?
He chose 3. 2 were his own creations, Grandbug German Debug and the Crowdsourced Innovation Network. Remember those?
Oh, yeah, those were great.
They really tapped into that stereotype of German engineering being so meticulous and community-driven.
Yeah, those were the ones that really stood out.
They were-
It's so cool how he took those potentially limiting stereotypes and turned them into strengths.
Yeah, it's clever.
What about the third campaign? Did he go with one of the AI-generated concepts?
He did. He chose sentient supply chain.
Okay.
The one where tiny AI sensors are embedded in products tracking them all the way from factory to consumer.
Okay.
It really shows how AI and the Internet of Things can totally transform supply chain management.
So we've got one campaign that's funny and relatable, one that's about community and inspiration, and one that's high-tech and data-driven.
Yeah, good mix.
They're all unique. But I feel like there's a common thread here. What is it about these three campaigns that made them stand out?
They all show Telecom MMS as a different kind of consulting firm, one that's not afraid to be playful, collaborative, and technologically advanced all at the same time.
It's like they're saying, we're not just here to crunch numbers, we're here to help you solve real problems in innovative and engaging ways. Let's dive a little deeper into each of these campaigns, starting with Grandbug, German Debug. How does this one capture that unique spirit?
Well, it takes that worldwide reputation for German engineering and applies it to those everyday little annoyances.
Okay.
Imagine a video series showing these super engineered solutions to problems like a stuck jar lid or a lost TV remote.
I love it. A robotic arm, opening a pickle jar, a tiny drone, finding your remote.
Exactly.
It's funny. It's relatable, and it gets their message across about meticulous problem solving.
It does.
It's like they're saying, we can handle anything big or small with the same level of precision and dedication.
And the humor is really important. It makes them feel approachable, even endearing.
Right.
You're not just watching a tech company show off. You're watching them solve problems that we all have in a way that's impressive and entertaining.
I like it. Okay, let's move on to the Crowdsourced Innovation Network.
Okay.
This one feels like a movement, not just a campaign.
It does.
What's the idea here?
The idea is to create a global online community of engineers, designers, and problem solvers,
Okay.
all connected by their passion for innovation.
Right.
They're using Telecom's huge network to build a platform where these people can connect, work together on projects, and share what they know.
So it's like a giant online think tank focused on actually doing things.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not just coming with ideas. They're building solutions, sharing knowledge, and creating a community of innovators.
Yeah, and don't forget the kraut part.
Right.
They're embracing their German heritage, their reputation for great engineering and community spirit, and using that as the foundation for this global network.
It's brilliant. They're not hiding their roots. They're celebrating them and inviting the world to join in.
I love it.
Okay, let's talk about sentient supply chain. This one sounds a bit more complex.
It does.
How did Elias imagine bringing this to life?
Think targeted LinkedIn and web posts, each one telling the story of a product's journey through the supply chain. You'd see a microchip traveling from a factory in Germany to a smartphone assembly line in China, a coffee bean going from a plantation in Colombia to a cafe in New York.
Right.
Each journey would be shown with data points, the temperature changes, the shipping routes, the time spent in customs.
So it's like giving a voice to these everyday things, showing all the connections that bring them to us.
Yeah, and it's more than just a visual story. There's a whole lot of data analysis happening behind the scenes.
Right, so these sentient supply chains create tons of data that can be used to improve logistics, find problems, and even predict future issues.
Exactly.
Imagine showing this data to potential clients, showing them where their supply chains are weak and how Telecom MMS can help them build better systems.
That's the idea.
It's a powerful mix of storytelling and data.
It is.
It's interesting, it's informative, and it subtly positions Telecom MMS as the problem solver.
Exactly. And it highlights their expertise in AI, IoT, and data analytics, the technologies that are changing supply chains everywhere.
So we've got these three incredible campaigns, one that's funny, one that's inspiring, and one that's high-tech. They're all different, but they all say the same thing. Telecom MMS is a different kind of consulting firm, one that's ready to face the future with creativity, collaboration, and cutting-edge technology.
It's a powerful message that will definitely connect with businesses looking for a partner who can help them navigate this crazy world.
And what's amazing is that all of this, the competitor analysis, the 40 business models, the 6 marketing campaigns, it was all done in just 2 days.
It's remarkable.
It shows what focused AI-powered strategic thinking can do if this is what a 2-day deep dive can achieve. Imagine what's possible for your own business.
It's a call to action, a challenge to step back, question your assumptions, and embrace innovation.
Yeah.
Maybe you don't need months of meetings and endless reports. Maybe you just need a burst of energy, the right tools, and a willingness to think differently.
That's what makes this deep dive so valuable. It's not just about Telecom MMS's journey. It's about what we can all learn from their approach.
Yes.
It's about challenging ourselves to think bigger, to use new technologies, and to find creative solutions to the problems that really matter.
And who knows, maybe your next big breakthrough is just a deep dive away.
That's a great point to end on. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of AI-powered business transformation. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into a topic that will challenge your thinking and spark your curiosity. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.